Um, Welcome back everyone for the next part of Tales of Vesperia. I didn't plan to start the recording right away, but when I tried to leave the castle, I instantly got this cutscene for the Fell Arm, so here it is.
Sounds about right.
Especially since it's voice acted, I think it's very important to see this cutscene.
We finally got them all! What's the deal, guys? Isn't that exciting?
It is.
It's not like there's some lost treasure or anything.
Yeah, but they're ancient relics. They've got to have something cool hidden inside, right?
Oh yes, something very, very cool.
They're not giving off any vibes that I can feel.
Maybe there's some sort of key that would unlock their power.
Maybe. I want to know why they were hidden in the first place.
Oh, there's this very special reason for that. We're going to see that later.
Why are they treated so differently from Nomos?
Because they're dangerous?
Do you think there's something bad about them?
Yeah, obviously.
I don't know. Anyway, at least we know we've got all of them together now.
Right.
They could be dangerous, so they should be put in the castle's custody. Maybe we'd better hold on to them until we defeat the Autophagos and everything calms down.
Right.
We might even be able to use them against the Autophagos.
No, we don't really need to use them against Autophago. Those are actually some special things we get for doing everything on the world map. And let me just quickly grab those items. There's always a chance they might have something very useful that I need for synthesizing. Anyways, now that we've done everything we can in Takvaron, there's just a little bit more I can do before actually facing the boss fight, which we're going to do in this part, so we can start freshly in the next part with Duke and the Autophago. We're going to reach the final in the next part, if everything goes as planned. Anyways, let's head out right away. So, our first stop is in Dangres. I'm not sure if I activated the skit. I'm just going to make sure that it is activated. Since this is a quest line related to Novus, come back anytime you need rest. But I guess I already activated it. Perfect. Okay, to the next stop. From Mantic, our next stop is the inn in Dangres. Alright, Carol, are you still gonna take a pass on meeting your teacher? Probably. I've been thinking about that. Maybe I should man up and meet her face on, huh? And what did you come up with? Well, I figured there's no point hiding from here forever. It's going to be ridiculous in the future if I ran into her. Then we can all go together. Finally, he mans up. He mans up at the end. Oh my, if it isn't Carol. Hi there, it's been a while, hasn't it? And all of you, you're Carol's friend then, right? Miss Rihanna, I'd like you to meet my new guildmates. I heard you've gone from guild to guild. I think it's time for you to grow up and commit to something. Actually, this time I'm in it for the long haul. I'm the leader after all. Oh, you are? Well then, you must finally have been blessed with a truly understanding group of friends. Yeah, I have. And I've learned that you're engaged to be married. Congratulations! Yes, that's right. Thank you. Speaking of your high-strutting groom-to-be, I beg your pardon. He actually referred to the necklace given to you by your fiancé. You did say your father made fashion with the necklace out of Everlight himself, did you not? That is correct. I've heard that the Everlight can only be forged using a very specified core press. We were wondering how it was your father might have come to know such a thing. I'm afraid only my father could answer that. Any idea where we might find him about now? He's no longer with us, unfortunately. He passed away quite some time ago. Oh god, no. Then that means we have no leads. He belongs to a metal working guild though. Perhaps they could help you? Really? Where could we find the other members? Another continent lies across the sea, to the west of Dangres. That's the continent of Yosue Baba, right? Yes, a strange little town exists on the continent most reaches. I've never been myself, but they call themselves the Galactic Gearbox. and have a shop there. Oh my god, it's Namco, right? Let's roll, guys! Here now, Carol. You should know by now that haste makes waste, right? Oh, sorry. I can't promise that my father's guildmate will know anything at all. That's okay. We'll just have to see. Keep your friends close to you, and your enemies even closer. And give it your best. I will. Please continue looking after Carol for me, okay? He can be a handful after all. Of course. Don't worry about him. He's not going to fight unless I really need him for a specified fight. So, okay. The question is, who is the guy I need to talk to? Probably the couple over here, because they are new. I didn't see them before. Welcome to the Galactic Gear Box Shop. What sort of trinket are you in for the market now? We've got dazzling earrings made with the finest silver. Step right up! You don't have much in the way of weapons and armors, do you? Afraid not, ma'am. We focus on aesthetic here, after all. We didn't exactly come here to go shopping, after all. That's right, almost forgot. But come on! You never know, maybe you'll find something very good with some special effects. Well, if you're not here to shop, what is it we can help you with? We're actually wondering if you can shed some light on the methods for refining Everlight. Hey, you think he means that stuff Kale had written down in that old book of his? That would be my best guess. That's it! That's what Nobus is looking for. I don't know what we've done without that old book. Proceeding Everlight is a pretty tricky business, you see. Would you consider lending it to us? We could even make a copy for ourselves if it's not too long. Also, that book belongs to someone else, like Rihanna, after all. Problem is, we don't have it anymore. The Imperial Knights came some time ago and took it with them when they left. Why would they do that? They did? I have no idea about that. Raven? Hold on! I'm being framed! Framed, I tell ya! You happen to hear what this group of knights call themselves? Wasn't it something like Kumor Brigade? Kumor? Oh, this guy! He's dead and he's still causing trouble. Never thought we'd hear that name all the way out here. Yeah, he snatched the book right up, called it heretical, cause he was just feeding us a line, and you should have seen his face light up when he first heard us mention it. He must have seen it as a surefire way to start making some heavy weaponry. Oh god, it's no talent hacks that always seems obsessed with making a bigger toy. Well, what now? If Kimura took it with him, then I'll imagine the knights keep a pretty close eye on the stuff they confiscated. Not too familiar with the protocol myself, though. Well, confiscated items were always under the jurisdicate of the Swan's Brigade. Oh! Oh, really? Cool. Raven? What? Staring at me isn't gonna help. I'm not Swan, guys, you know? Oh, yeah? Sounds like Swan was even more clueless than I thought. Keeping track of all these items is basically paperwork. Of course he wasn't well known about that. It's not something a captain usually deals with. You know, this one's not so bad after all, huh? Thank you. Unless it's a recent acquaintance, we should have a copy here. But I'm not seeing anything that looks like a manual here. I see. Well, maybe we'll be able to find out more about Kumor if we go back to Saphias. Of course. Let's go right away. So, I'm supposed to talk to a guard in the noble quarter. Maybe you are the guard? Yes. Also, fun fact, if this is the Xbox version you're playing, then you need to head to Aurelian first and talk to Flynn. But since Flynn was in our party, we skipped that part and head right away to Saphias. Common citizens may go no further without permission. Go home! You are talking to your queen! Don't you notice that? Pardon me, but we are on our way to Sir Kumor's residence. Can you let us through? Princess? What are you doing here? So long as the princess is with us. There can be no problem, surely. Captain Swan? I could never refuse entries to either of you. We are in! You should know, though, Sir Kimura's residence is currently uninhabited. What? But why? Because I killed him! Captain Kimura struggled numerous times to exhibit proper conduct as a knight. During his assignment at Helirod in Mentake, he was at the center of some rather unseemly development. As a result, he was stripped not only of his home, but of his noble status as well. He's alive? That guy had some ups and downs. What's more, his sister, Miss Mimula, was recently apprehended for her involvement in aiding the extremists. Ah! Wait, was that the girl that let us save the butler? Which turns out she was actually selling weapons to the bad guys? That ill-mannered girl we did a job for earlier, that we told to the knights and she got trapped in jail. That's not a big surprise. I kept thinking she reminded me of someone. So rude. Do you know where this Mimula is right now? It hasn't been long since she was taken into custody, so she should still be down there in the prison. Which means I need to head for the prison. Great! Good that it is right around the corner. And we are at the jail. Hello, Mimula, or the Mumula. How can a lady of my stature possibly be locked in a wretched place like this? Oh, it was Mimula. Man, she hasn't changed a bit. What? Who's there? Oh, you're that guild from earlier who got me in jail. Looks like you've done well for yourself. You're the one I hired to find Sebastian. Oh, Sebastian. Where is he? Anyways, I knew he wouldn't just leave me here. Huh? No clue what you're going on about. Sebastian sent you, didn't he? To help me get out of here. We're not actually here to break you out of jail. No. But then he abandoned me to the wolves after all. And he calls himself a faithful servant? Wow, he just took off. That's right, that failure of a man. He grabbed up every penny I had left and went away. My heart goes out to you, dearest, honestly, but so you had a brother named Kimura, right? So what if I did? All of this is thanks to his childish mischiefs. Did you ever see something like a secret manual among his things? A secret... It sounds as though you had heard of it before. I might just tell you about it. If you can get me out of here. Alright, we're going. Huh? Don't you want to know about the manual? If it means being used by someone like you, I'll take my chances and find it on my own. Bye. Don't need ya. Are you sure that's what you really want? It's not what we want, but it's not our place to let you out of there. Bye. Bye-bye. We don't need your help. You see how it is. Bye. Are they all going one at a time? Sorry, Muffin. This is what they call karma. Well, bye. Well, Stell. Have a good day. Even repeat the slow walk of shame. Bye, my friend. What? No! Maybe Sebastian has the manual with him. Sounds like he's the one we need to bring in. But where do you think he ran off to? It's a wide, wide world after all. Could he really have gotten that far away though? He could be almost anywhere if he got on a boat. A boat? Let's check the port then. Good idea, Carol. Let's head right away. So the question is... Did he head for the boat? Darn it, I'm in a real pickle now. You got to look at them. You got to look at them. Though, didn't you? The one that stole the boat. Oh, I saw him alright. He was carrying this big old black bag. And he was dressed like a butler. Well, why didn't you get another boat and take off after him then? Oh, phony, you're just so hopeless. Someone dressed like a butler. Could it be Sebastian? Is he on the loose again? Looks like he got out on the ocean. That means he could be anywhere. Yeah, but where exactly? The ocean is a pretty good hiding place. It's huge. That's right. I wonder if we'll be able to find him. Well, we are always one step behind him. Who knows? Maybe, who knew looking for old Noble's little manual was gonna be this tough? For real, if only he'd just stay put for a while. I might not get us anywhere, but we'd better set sail and see if we can find this boat he's taking. Yeah, I agree. Oh, is that annoying? Is that annoying? Oh. My god. Girl. I know you. You're from the movie. You're the girl from the movie. Tales of Vesperia has a movie that plays before the actual game. And that girl is involved in that movie. Hello? Hey! Don't I know you? You're my subordinate, right? When I was a knight in the movie. Huh? Is that you? Hiska? Yuri? And is that you, Flynn? Incredible! It's been ages! You're still forgetting to address superiors by their rank, I see. Who's this, a friend of yours? Yuri and Hisika and I all served as knights in the same unit. She was the first, though. I never expected to find you here of all places. I could say the same thing. It's just Stell of you. Just that you guys know, Stell is her sister, her twin sister. Am I what now? There she is. I have no idea how to tell them apart. There's the clone. They're just twins, Paddy. I thought I saw some familiar faces talking to Hisika over here. I'm glad to see you both looking well. What are you two doing here? Did you see perhaps that guy who stole the boat? Alright. Hisika, the world's sealer, didn't have any information either. Infos to say. We are looking for something. The Sword of Bray, to be precise. And what's that? You haven't heard of it? It's one of the knight's treasure and it was stolen long ago. It's adored with the likeness of the goddess. A sword stealer. I feel like I've heard the story, but I can't picture it. Forgive me. This is the first I've ever heard of it. Sorry. Oh, really? But if it concerns the knights, it concerns us. We'll be sure to let you know if we find any clues. Much appreciated. Okay, Hisika, we better get going. Of course. We'll see you two around, I'm sure, but it was great seeing you. Good luck. Bye. It was really nice to see you too. Hope you have fun in the movie. This is the last place I ever expected to see those two. Yeah, I didn't recognize Hisika until I was looking right at her. That said, this doesn't it up. Why would ordinary knights be chasing stolen treasures instead of keeping the peace? Are they even still in the force? They still look the part, but you would know better than me. I haven't seen them in ages myself, remember? And it's not like I know every single one of the knights on sight. Let's just keep an eye out for the sword, okay? Fair enough. Let's go. Well, that was unexpected. Seems like there's another side quest I didn't know about, which I need to check later. After we saved Sebastian. Since we still need to find Sebastian and save Nobles, I mean. Well, my trusted guide told me that he's supposed to be at the ghost ship. Hey, look over there! He's an idiot who got on the ghost ship! Somebody help me! Sebastian! So this is where you've been hiding. Good grief, nothing is ever easy, is it? Come on, let's save him. It's just some birds.
I'm gonna go a little crazy.
I don't think they are special either, right? Yeah, it's a super easy kind. I'm just going to kill them like this.
That was
Yeah.
too short.
No trouble whatsoever. Nobis, what the hell, dude? You saved my life. So, where did you stash all the stuff you ran off to? I don't know what you're talking about. We are talking about the items you stole from your mistress, of course. Oh my gosh, stop! I'll talk. I was just on my way to get them. I've stuck them away here where nobody would bother looking and a place no one would look, huh? I put them stacked up in the middle of the ruins of an old town on top of the continent. I wonder if he means their program. That's gotta be it. I don't suppose there was a secret manual with the rest of the stuff. Secret what? You mean the stone tablet engraved with the ancient writing? A stone tablet? There was a black stone tablet with a bunch of stuff written on its in it on red. But it wasn't anything I could read. That sounds ominous. We were talking about a manual. And now we find a stone tablet? With red writings? Are you sure that was all? That's all I can think of. The rest was just money and a few paintings. Then that just might be the secret manual after all. Good. You may live. I had thought a manual would be something like a book. Hey, wait! Aren't we going after him? He's not under any obligation to bring him in. Also, he stole from a bad guy, so that's fine. He's kind of like Robin Hood. Well, not exactly, since he also stole a boat, but who cares, right? Who cares? We got the infos we needed, so I'd say we still pair for the cause, right? I suppose he isn't our concern then. At any rate, he's bound to have a tough time for it, running off on his own in a place like this. Maybe you're right. I guess he's just getting what he deserves. So our next stop should be Care Pork Rum then. With any luck, we'll finally get a hold of the manual. Hopefully, because this is taking forever. God damn it. I never expected to go to this place so many times. Like seriously. How often did I enter this place now? Way too often, right? And I have no idea which house I need to enter this time. Which means I need to check every single house again. Until I find the right house. Isn't that just great? Yes it is. God damn it. Never mind, I didn't need to check any houses. I just needed to go to this spot. Man, this place is as muggy as it ever was. You don't like it? It's just about perfect if you ask me. Now, if I were a butler, where would I hide the stone tablet in a place like this? This place is actually pretty big. Where are we even supposed to start? Oh, come on, it's not like we're leaving empty-handed. Still, I'm always a little bit bummed when we don't find any blasts. The stone tablet! Yes, but this may just be the clue we need to untangle the mysterious of Blastia, once and for all. What are those two doing here? Let's see, pray for Vesperia, was it? Wait a minute! Aren't you the guys that we helped out with the shovel? You remembered! How could I forget the people who returned my dearest harmful to me? Hey, what's that you've got there? We dug this up within the ruins of this town. It was an ancient writing on it, so it might just contain some important information about Blastias. Mind if we take a look? A black stone tablet with red writing. This is it! I love it when a plan comes together. It's about time. I had it up to here with this cat and mouse game. I've actually enjoyed all these interesting places like searching has taken us. Do not overwater the plant early on, once they have borne fruits though. Take care not to let the soil before dry. What's that? Their instruction of growing delicious cucumbers. Wait, didn't the elder at Muso say something about that? Who cares about gardening at a time like this? Let's get that thing! I only read what's written on the tablet. Wait, what do you mean? Just what I said. What about the progress of refining Everlight? Yes, well, there's nothing here about that at all. So then this hunk of rock isn't a secret manual after all? But it's a black tablet engraved with red writing. It's exactly like the one Sebastian said he brought here. The story must have gotten turned around somewhere during all the time we were chasing him. No way! Now we look like a bunch of idiots! You did say the progress of Everlight refinement, right? Is that why you're here? Yes, we came here hoping to find it, but it looks like we had our facts mixed up. I imagine Irma would know something about that. Who? He's a famous shovel maker. He's been locked up in the Union prison for quite a few years though. If there's anyone who can tell you about finding Everlight, he's your man. Really? Yes, and it's no great secret that Irman was the very own to make Mark's precious harmful as well. Oh, that's the harmful itself was crafted entirely out of Everlight. Is that true? But what is someone like that doing locked up in a prison? I'm afraid I'm not privy to the details. He never did strike me with a criminal mind type though, so we worry about it if we worry about that if and when we need to. Let's put this Everlight thing to bed once and for all. Oh, you're right. It was quite a piece of information you gave us. Thanks a lot. The Union's prison isn't a very fun place, even to visitors. Take care for yourself. Thanks! Going to do that right away. Ah, there he is, but he's asleep. Please wake up. Mr. Earman, I presume. Shut your hole and leave me be. We've come to ask you about the process of refining Everlight, sir. Everlight? Oh boy, who nanny? What did he say? What sort of response is that? Will you tell us what you know? Are you sure that's what you want to know? Why don't I tell you the measurement of that fine young thing who works in the... He's a pervert! He tries a hard bargain. Oh ho ho! Before you tell us anything, you are the one called Irmond, are you not? Now, let's not stand on formalities and such. Hey, are you sure this old cool's right in his head? So long as this is our only option, we don't really have much of a choice. Is he really our only option? He seems a bit on the sketchy side to me. Who are you calling sketchy? The sketchiest thing around here is your sorry excuse of a haircut. Yuri, I think I'm ready to go now. Come on, perk up a little. Listen, old man, we are here to ask you something serious. Enough of the games. I don't get any more serious than this, Sonny. Okay then, we're here to ask you about the methods for refining a metal called Everlight. If you're thinking I'm giving that sort of information away for free, you're plain nutty. You gotta be nuttier than that, than a fruitcake, perhaps? Those are pretty nutty. You want money? Oh wait, you're not trying to get us to break you out of joint, are you? Nah, that stuff is for amateurs. Then what is it? What I really love is a fine home-cooked meal. And what? If you're too dumb to understand the first time, it's not going to help me to say it again. Okay. The old coots is even starting to grate on me, believe it or not. That does it. We're gonna make this old lunatics the best meal he ever had. Yeah, but what should we fix for him? Why don't we try asking whoever's in charge of preparing his meal? Good question. Probably you. Never mind. Where am I supposed to talk to? Well, are you gonna fix me up something mouth-watering? Yes. It's ready. I know for a fact that he wants okonomiyaki. Here we go. Give this a taste. Let me see. Here, I don't know. Looks sort of gross from here. How was it? Oh yeah. That fills me up. Nap time. Hey, wait a sec. What? Waiting for me to fall asleep, huh? Well, it won't work. Now, you listen to me. Oh well, I guess you've earned it. Those are my notes on how to refine... See? For a second I was doubting myself, but it was the right thing. That came out of nowhere. Now I'll show you what happens to people who try to put one over on me in my sleep. Try me. Age ain't nothing but a number, and I go toe to toe with you youngsters any day of the week. I'm gonna sleep just a bit more. Wow, that was a special. I feel like I could use a snap myself. But these notes, it's all here. So then, this is the real manual? I thought it would be more impressive than this. We should be able to find out more for certain once we get it to Nobis. Let's take it with us then, and back to Mantake. He's probably besides himself with waiting at this point. Finally, we got the manual! Good, back to Mantake! Hey Nobis, my old man, I see you're already out of bed again. We have the manual you were looking for. It's okay for you to be up. After all, you were hurt very badly. Yes, more or less. I'm feeling much better now. Glad to hear it. Here's what you asked for. Is this the secret manual? We think so. We got it from an old man named Ermine. Yes, there's no mistake. This is the real thing. Alright. So the old man had a few screw loose, but the book is genuine articles. So, with this, we'll be able to clean the Everlights of impurities and, mark my words, we will craft items to surpass even the armament of legends. And that will make the Soulsmith, that will mean the Soulsmith can get back on their feet again. Yes, our day in the sun has come at last, and it is all because of you. Thank you. Oh yes, your payment. I saved your whole business as a guild. And all I get is gold? Do you even know how much gold I have? If you ever need help in the future, don't hesitate to call on Brave Vesperia. Seriously? All I'm going to get is gold? Come on, look at my gold. I don't need 8k. That's nothing. That is as if you're going to drop a little water drop on a hot stone. It disappears into air. But of course, it's not over just yet. Because right now that we finished up the last guild quest, at least the part of the guild quest, we have the final part waiting for us right over there.
Before we started taking on these jobs, but
this is the final part of the guild quest line. 7 parts long. Enjoy.
Keeping a guild going is really tough.
What's with the deep thoughts all of a sudden?
Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious why we started taking on work in the first place.
Because we like seeing people smile?
But what happens if we help out the wrong people? Or end up doing more harm than good?
Good question.
Then we'd be getting the total opposite results of what we set out to do.
Yeah, but take that guy, Nobis, right? He looked pretty happy in the end.
I hope they can restart their guild now that everything is finished. And the man from Ruin's Gate was pretty excited when we returned his shovel.
A little too excited if you ask me. I mean, it's a shovel.
Some people, like Mimula, will try to use us for the wrong reasons too, though.
You always have to watch the good, the bad, even the ugly sometimes. That's what guilds do.
I just wish we could take a pass on the bad and the ugly.
We just need to stand up to those things when we come across them.
Everybody's born with a bad side.
That's not so. There is something beautiful in the core of each and every person. We may have to try harder to see it in people who do things they shouldn't.
Peace, love, and understanding, huh?
Don't make fun of me. Bad people always have reasons for what they do.
Yeah, being corrupted by childhood.
Actually, Your Highness, I beg to differ with you on that point.
Anyway, goals are important, but you don't always have to achieve them.
Maybe you're right.
If everyone's happy where they are, who cares if it's not the goal they were going for?
Right.
Even if that means failing sometimes?
Yes.
You cut your losses and move on to whatever's next.
Even if you wind up naked in the street, you're not finished as long as you're still breathing.
Huh? Naked? Did our lovely Judith here just say something about getting naked?
Down, boy, down.
Well, Yuri, are you on Raven's side or mine?
Oh, please. You don't even need to ask.
Hold on. When did we start choosing
What's
so tough about this? You just have to learn from your mistakes.
Rita.
For starters, just try to enjoy the ride a bit more, like these clowns do.
Yeah, I will.
And with that, the guild quest has been completed. And now that we have done all of those quests, there are just some little cutscenes I can still show you guys before we end this part. So let's head there right away. It's just a bit of traveling, I'm going to cut that all out. First cutscene, under the Tree of Allure. What are you all up to? Huh? Well, if it isn't brave Vesperia. Oh, Nobis, it looks like you're doing well. We were worried about you. Yes, as you can see, I've made a complete recovery. That's good. What you've been doing with these mages here? I made a weapon from the Everlight that you got for me. Now, I've been trying to get these mages to apply formula to it for me. I'm really looking forward to working with Everlight. As far as metal goes, Everlight has an amazing high level of air conductance. Air conductance? That's how easily something can carry air, right? Right. Formulas used on weapons with high level of air conduction have a strong effect and makes for more powerful attacks. We're going to try to apply the spirit formula that was recently developed. Oh my god, a spirit formula already? By our calculation, when the stored energies releases magic, it will be several times more powerful than magic produced from air. A technique combining a sword with magic. Very clever. Yes, well then, if you're ready? Yes, of course. By the power of magic! Create Grey Skies! Finished. Oh, come on, you could have made a little firework. Oh, it gives off a fantastic level of power. Truly, the light of the Soul Smith has been restored to this blade. Now I have to find someone to use that blade. If you do, we'll also take the records exactly how much of an effect the spirit magic is having on the weapon. Oh yeah? I think I know the person for the job. You mean me? Don't you think that weapon would suit you pretty well? And you'll be able to record accurate data too. There's no one better suited to take it. That's true, since I am also a professional mage, and I love my whips. I'll be quite comfortable with you using it. I guess we don't have any choice, if the client himself is suggesting it. We'll have to let the weirdo have it. Come on, dude! This is... You can tell it's quite powerful just by holding it, can't you? Of course I can. We would love the chance to use this weapon. Certainly, I love it if you could use it in battle, all the while helping to promote our guild and our services. Then perhaps the name of the Soulsmith will once again begin to be known across the world, and skilled artisans will seek us out to join our ranks. This way it would work well for both of us. Yes. Rita? Rita, what are you doing? It looks like you've taken a liking to it. Let's go! I'm going to keep that. The Ivy Blade! A hunted evil blade. Little is known except for the name of the owner engraved on it. Hey, we are the one who made that weapon with Novus. Since I got the material, I got the formula blade, overcast 3. Spirit look at the damage! Look at the stats! It's going to raise RTP to the max. RTP reached max. Oh god. I love it. But first you need to learn Resurrection before I'm going to switch the weapon. Anyways, that was the first cutscene I'm going to show you guys. Hey, can I ask you something, Patty? Aye, what is it? Cypher made this film, right? Aye, that much we've determined. So what actually happened on the Black Hope? Why did everyone aboard suddenly turn into monsters? I've had a theory ever since we met Cypher. I've read that the sudden influence of dense air can do that to a body. It happened more often than you think. But who would do such a thing, and why? My money's on Alexei. Never thought I heard the name again. Sir Simon Fang escorted the Black Hope at Alexi's request. He could have used some sort of formula on board the ship. He experimented on the entire crew. Oh, that's terrible! Yeah, I think that's all adds up. Adds up how? Well, suppose he was trying to conquer the children of the full moon. They are about as powerful as the Stell, and he needs their power to revive Saude. And that little scheme turned Slyph and all the others into monsters, myself almost included. Monster that Slyph put out of the misery with his blade. And Slyph ended up taking the fall. Don't worry about me. I haven't suffered nearly as much as Slyph and the others had. I did what I had to do. I just wish I hadn't been injured. Eddie. But that is all in the past. Alexei is dead too. Did that head and sword belong to Cypher? They were what helped restore my memories. I can't believe you had your memories back this whole time. So you're saying this is Cypher's resting place too? Say what? Once Cypher transformed, he probably wanted to wipe himself off the map. So he dug his own grave. Cypher, are you crying again? I told you my motto, didn't I? Crying gets you nowhere. Then we should better go. I'll come see you again, Cypher. Whoa, where did you come from? I just felt at home here. It suits me. Listen, when I fell off Saude, you were the one who saved me, weren't you? You couldn't have done it alone. Indeed. So you were also in the scent of Cargon. Yuri thought he saw you there. In other words, you conveniently saved my act twice now. Yeah, better thanks her then. No, he need not thank me. This is merely how things have to play out. Unfortunately for me, I mean for you, people who get saved tend to be pretty grateful. This is also a matter of Duke ordering me to save you. Why did you support Duke so heavily? What's in it for you? Maybe the better question is, who is she into, Are you in love? I had no considering that I might be emotionally invested. So why then? To carry on Father's legacy. Your father? Father accompanied Duke a long time ago, fighting by his side all the while. He was rarely moved, but Duke's journey gave him ineffable joy. They became close friends, and so I felt there was a debt to be prepared. So you are Lucifer's daughter. Lucifer. How? A whole Antilochea family? It is incredibly rare. Particularly since we Antilochea have evolved to be born of the air itself. No wonder you all look so unique. I've not met another Antilochea with relatives apart from myself and my father. But I feel just as you do when I come to family. I felt I had to come help my father's closest friend. Did the knights also act on Duke's behalf? My guess is they were just keeping tab on Alexei. Then they report his movement back to Duke, right? Correct, but in the end, Duke chose the toughest path. There's still time. If we can defeat the Atafago, there'll be no need for Duke to fight. Aye, we can take him out and play you mean. True. He would escape unscattered. Perhaps even return to a life of peace and tranquility. So, what I'm hearing is, we need to get rid of this beast in the sky. Yesterday. Heck yeah! Right away! Don't worry, Sylph. We're not going to let Duke die. Hopefully. Sylph? Raven? Hey, Sylphie. The way you talked about him, that is love, honey. Well, that may be true. It's in the past. I am no longer Chroma. I'm the spirit of the wind now. The gentle breeze at his back. And the whisper in the trees, guiding him to safety. So you really love him, huh? Don't worry, I'm gonna save him. Bye.